When I'm using tarot for divination, oftentimes I actually don't focus on crystals, but indirectly I do use them because I usually have them around me, either with jewelry or around my apartment. Here's an example of a crystal I'm actually going to program, because upon making this video I realized it actually would be a good idea if I incorporate crystals more into my tarot practice. So this is actually called a green onyx, and it can be seen as a banded calcite stone as well, in the shape of a pyramid. So right now I'm going to be programming this to have a vortex of my intuition and spiritual gifts going into the crystal and then bouncing that energy back out at me. And when I'm focusing on the energy bouncing towards me and through my place, so I can have that frequency here, I'm picturing little shapes of miniature pyramids that look very similar to this. Subscribe to my OnlyFans for adults only. And I have another crystal that is the same type of crystal. It's just a different shape. A lot of the times I use green energy when it comes to divination. So that's why these two crystals here, and yeah, it has a little bit of a brown color also, but that's why I chose these two actually to show you. Another really common crystal, which you'll probably see tarot readers have around them, is the crystal ball. And this can be used for scrying. It can be used to amplify energy. Spheres are great because just the roundedness, it gives that rounded auric vibration around it. And some people just like how the energy projects from the crystal. And I've actually have seen holographic scenes through the crystal. I've really gazed at it for a while. This one has a lot of inclusions, so it can be interesting on what shapes you could see and how it reflects with the light as well. If you work with different or certain deities, you can dedicate specific crystals to those deities, and it also depends on what the querent is seeking in particular. So you might have crystals that you've dedicated for certain things. For example, if someone's seeking love, which is a popular topic within the tarot, if they want to know about a love situation, you might want to bring crystals that you in particular associate with love, or that you've already programmed for love. And it doesn't have to be the typical crystals that you would think. You can do that. I feel as though for beginners, it might be easier if you pick something such as, a really popular one is the rose quartz, because subconsciously you won't have to focus so much energy on programming it. But I could, if I wanted to, I could program this for love, and you can change the way you program the crystals or use them. You can energetically cleanse the crystals, or you can have crystals have various purposes. You could channel messages from the crystals, almost use them as a divination tool, like I mentioned with scrying. And you can just get, I'll explain another way. There are various ways you can use crystals as a divination tool, almost similar to the tarot, because an advanced tarot reader actually won't really need the cards. They could channel messages and they're confident enough with their intuition. Cards are nice. They can help, and it's kind of the same with crystals. You could even have various crystals and just see what information you channel from the crystals, what you see, how you feel about them. And they are each separate great divination tools to use, and then obviously you can use them together. So pick a cards are very popular, pick a card videos, and oftentimes in the thumbnail of the video there will be piles, and what's really popular is actually to have a different crystal in each pile for people to gravitate towards to see which card that they pick. And that is a form of crystal magic and using that actually with tarot. Having crystals around can help raise the vibration. So when you have higher vibrations and frequencies, it's easier to tap into getting those channeled messages from different parallel universes, dimensions, from planets, the stars, spirits, ancestors, even just energy. Just if you focus on the universe, having a higher frequency really will help with confidence and getting detailed, direct messages. So having crystals around can be great with that. And maybe you might not need the crystal right by you, but if you do crystal magic regularly to help raise your vibrations, it can be great with just getting yourself in that frequency so you can be a strong vessel for your psychic gifts. And so feng shui is really great. I like to move my crystals around my place and energetically cleansing me. Do you use crystals with the tarot? I'd be interested to hear what crystals you use and how you use them with your practice. Click here or click here.